Cheryl, what do we have here?
Wow. Okay, guys. This has been in the works. Let me think. I think for about 2 years. I would say it's probably more than 2 years, but we'll be conservative and say 2 years. But we have finally unveiled the newest member of the Dermelect family, and it is our Rapid Repair Barrier Balancing Serum. And this has been like I mentioned before, I'm very involved with the product development here at Dermelect. And this has been sort of like a baby to me. I definitely took this product under my wings and championed for it for a number of reasons. First of all, I saw within our assortment, within our offering to you guys, a lot of you know us for our serums. Whether you've discovered Dermelect from our Self-Esteem Beauty Sleep Serum or our Our Crease Retinol Trifecta Serum, serums are definitely part of our wheelhouse. We know what our strengths are, and I thankfully I feel like we have many, but serums are definitely one of our biggest strengths. And if you've tried one of our Dermelect serums and incorporated it into your routine, you know that they definitely can elevate and change your entire skincare regimen.
Oh, definitely. I mean, I can speak for myself, but now as the climate is changing, I do notice a significant change in my skin as well.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're experiencing that now too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, we went from having 70 something degrees to having 48 at night.
Oh, in LA, they're
50,
still like at like 90.
They're still at 90,
yeah,
right? So,
crazy.
when that happens as well, you need something that, just give you that little extra boost. And I really feel that the Rapid Repair, this is a must-have in your skincare routine, just to give yourself that, I guess, like TLC when you need it.
So we saw within the range that we didn't have a true hydrating serum. The Self-Esteem Beauty Sleep Serum definitely has hydrating elements to it. It definitely replenishes the complexion, but we needed something to fill a space for somebody who really is looking to do a very simple and basic routine, and not even just basics, like a tried and true routine. And in my mind, at the bare minimum, everyone should be cleansing and moisturizing. That is a bare minimum. Like once you start, starting to use skincare, everyone, needs to cleanse and to moisturize. And it was my mission to really deliver a true hydrating, moisturizing serum that could elevate anyone's skincare routine. But it wasn't enough for me to just have one that, delivers moisture and that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
That's, at Dermelect, we really aim to provide innovative solutions that fit more than one function within your routine. And a lot of our attention has gone towards barrier repair. Barrier repair has become a very popular idea in mainstream beauty, but it's been something we've been focusing on for a while. And to explain what a barrier is, I want you to think of your skin barrier as the first line of defense for your whole body. If you think about your skin from head to toe, that is the outermost layer of protection in your whole body. And your barrier is what basically helps your skin to stay strong and healthy. It will help you to combat against any kind of water loss that you experience during the day, to combat the elements, to combat pollutants and free radicals. And your barrier often takes a lot of the brunt of all of the elements that you encounter during the day, because it is that first line of defense.
No, definitely. It just I can tell on my skin, if I've had a day when I sit in front of the computer all day, I can tell that my skin is dehydrated from just from sitting in front of my laptop for 8-9 hours. I feel it because it really affects my skin. I notice a difference if I'm out in a big city all day. I'm getting all these pollutants.
Right.
I notice in my skin if I have had lack of sleep. Like I was telling you, Cheryl, this past week, I've slept maybe 4 or 5 hours a night. I notice that in my skin, right? And that also disrupts my barrier.
Yeah.
That also takes a toll on it, right? You notice as well if you're not hydrating as you should, you know. You need to have our water, right? But if we're not, we're rushed, we're doing this, we're doing that. It all affects. All these stressors affects and disrupts disrupts our barrier.
So when you have there's a number of signs to tell if you have a weak barrier. And the number one sign is obviously dryness. If you're seeing dehydration or dryness in the skin, that could be a sign of a weak barrier. But there are also things that aren't as obvious that can be symptoms of a weak barrier. And those include irritability in the skin, sensitivity, redness, flakiness. These could all be signs of a weak skin barrier. And when you want to strengthen your barrier, you really need to turn to ingredients and formulations that are not only going to sequester and quench the skin, but they're also going to fortify and really bolster your skin's self-protection.
Because I mean, Cheryl, I go and try a lot of treatments, right? And sometimes you're thinking you're doing something that's going to be good for your skin, but you're maybe over treating it. So I had went and done this amazing chemical peel, and I'm like, oh wow, I love the results. But then a week or two later, I started noticing these little flaky patches on my forehead, and it was not just from like the peel that it made me, shed skin, and not that, but like afterwards, I noticed that it actually caused a little bit of trauma on my skin. Right. That I didn't have the right products, or I wasn't following protocol, maybe I would say, because I needed to actually work with products that were going to hydrate my skin more and to repair it, because I had exposed my skin to a very harsh chemical peel. So I needed something to really repair it. And I think a lot of us, especially in the beauty field, we try a lot of different things. We jump from one product to another. Even doing that, switching brands, you need time to give your skin that time to really heal and get used to certain products. So once I did that peel, I said, okay, this is perfect. I'm gonna go ahead and try this product now, see what it works. And it really does do that. I felt how it was soothing and helping with the red and dryness that I had around my nose. I do have a little bit of redness around my nose. Also like a little dryness on my forehead, even though I do have that blended skin. Like I do have, the T-zone that is more oily. I also tend to get dry on the T-zone, surprisingly.
That's why I don't believe in like skincare types, because I feel like skin is like your skin is such a fluid thing, depending on the time of the year, the time of the month, the climate you're in, whether you're traveling, stress. There's so many factors.
Let's not forget, as women, we also have a cycle. Yeah. Depending on when I am in my cycle, my skin is different.
Absolutely. I mean, I know for me.
There's even that. Like, there's so many things that we need to think of that actually has a reason as to why our skin looks as it does.
So going back to this, we designed Rapid Repair Barrier Balancing Serum to be a balancing factor in your skincare regimen, where you're going to have a product that's going to strengthen and fortify the skin and also deliver that moisture balance. So what I love about Barrier Balancing Serum is that it has a really, really innovative and beautiful ingredient story. That's powered chiefly by the powerhouse combination, and let me stress this, powerhouse combination of niacinamide and hyaluronic acid. Now, we've been formulating with hyaluronic acid literally for over 15 years. It's only been recently in the past 5 years or so that I feel like the ingredients become a lot more mainstream, but hyaluronic acid is a super hydrator. It's known to really deliver and maintain moisture and hydration in the skin. And when combined with niacinamide, which is known for its skin refining and skin brightening and skin fortifying properties, they come together to really balance out the complexion, build up your barrier, and give your skin a fighting chance to defend itself. On top of that, you have in here yuzu ceramide, and we know ceramides also help to rebuild and restore the skin. And you have alpha-arbutin. Alpha-arbutin is a pristine, very potent form of arbutin, which is a skin brightener. Yeah. So if you're experiencing redness or any kind of dullness, which again can be signs of a weak skin barrier, this is gonna help combat that. So again, we have a lot of skin loving ingredients in this formulation. When you apply it on the skin, can you
Like I wanted to show you now, like on my hand, like when you apply it, you know.
How does it feel?
It's this. Just look at the texture. Like I want to show you, because this is not like the typical hyaluronic serum where you just like, you know, it feels like water. This is, this has a little more to it, you know. It's a little more, let's say like a gel almost. But once you apply it on, it's so smooth.
It like drinks it up.
Like I just put a whole pipette on my hand just a few minutes ago, and look now, my skin just can't get enough. So you just apply it and make sure you get it all over. And then I always say, like, if you have a little bit of a face mist, this is just like a little tip, just put a little bit of mist on top and this will absorb quicker and go further. Like, look here now, it's done. Like
and you should be seeing like a more luminous, dewy, brighter complexion, which who doesn't want that?
Oh, and I mean, it's really good for the dehydration lines that you might have, you know, like a little bit of the crow's feet, you know.
Oh, this will definitely target fine lines and wrinkles. It's a true, I mean, to say that it's just a hydrating serum would be cutting it short. This is an ageless solution that's going to target dullness. It's going to target fine lines and wrinkles. It's going to rebuild and restore your skin while helping you really have hydration that will lock in and last.
And last, exactly, and last, because you really feel it. Like when you put it on now, like I feel it in my skin. Like I want to go ahead and apply this on the other hand. Like you feel it, your skin really needs it.
Now you're out of balance.
I'm out of balance. No, I am. Like I'm feeling it, right? And when you put it on your face, it's such a lovely product. Like use it, go down to your neck. I also go down to my décolleté when I have, you know, whatever leftover products I have on my hands, just tips, I always apply, you know.
To the back of your hands.
Yes, the back of my hands, because, you know, they also go through. So, you know, I do have a little bit more of a drier skin now than what I had 10 years ago.
If you're like me and you're always combating dry skin, whether it be in the winter when it's getting cooler and the heat comes on, or if it's in the summer when you're maybe out in the sun, or I don't know, I'm always dealing with dry skin. I think that's just my disposition. This has been a product that's really up to my skincare game. And we're so excited that it's finally out after all these years and rounds of formulation and back and forth. We can now have it delivered to you and you can put it in your medicine cabinet and hopefully you'll tell us about all the wonderful things it's done.
Oh, and also, Cheryl, this is one of those serums that you can apply morning and evening. Like, you know, this could be your just, you know, some people just want to have one serum. This is it.
This is it.
You know, if you just want something that you can use every day, morning and evening, this is it.
This is it.
If you want a layer, this is it, right?
Yes. And we'll be sure to link all the products you see here in the YouTube video below. Easy access to learn more about the products. We have videos and also just like ingredient bios for you to really understand what these products do and how it's going to really make a difference in your regimen.